Hey goodies, welcome back to the Dentist Diaries. So, something happened. Somebody reached 1,000K. Thank you guys so much. This is my first video after hitting 1,000 subscribers. I ain't gonna celebrate in this video. We'll celebrate in the other video, and I have something planned for that. So let's skip that.
Okay, so in today's video,
So for today's video, welcome to my channel. If you first time seeing me, my name is Tifonia. You can follow me on all my socials, my TikTok at tifonia.benin, Instagram pink_Barbie7. And if you are already subscribed, welcome back. Guys, we did it. So for today's video, we will be continuing from part 1. Now this is part 2. So I already made a video of the pros of living in Africa, particularly Kenya and Zambia. So for today I'll be doing the cons. So guys, let's breathe, okay? Nobody's trying to hate, nobody's trying to roast. I'm just gonna state my observations, what I've noticed and all that, okay? Please, if you have not watched the part 1, go and watch it, because then if you know, even just as a human being, if someone just comes and tells you your faults, we feel a type of way. I know. So please, I did talk about the pros, and my pros I believe outweigh my cons. So all love, okay? All love. Don't come for me. I can't deal with it. It's not let's just be nice. All right. I had like 20, but I'm only going to give about 15. I canceled some when I realized like, oh, this could also go for my country. So it's not so fair saying, oh, I hate that this happens when it also happens in my country. So my cons will be particular to the past year and a few months I've been on the continent, living in Nairobi and Lusaka. Let's get into it. But guys, before we get into this, do you see my skin? Look. I don't use anything on my face except water. I don't know if it's the soap. I don't know if it's the water here. Even my arms, you won't be able to see my thighs. Somebody send help. What soap or whatever thing is it that I can use to fix this? Because I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Number 1. This makes sense? Number 1. I mentioned this in the last video I did with the house hunting with my friend. People don't use maps. Okay, I know Apple Maps doesn't work here. It doesn't work in Jamaica either. But we can use Google Maps. In sense, say for example, it's like it's not convenient if you're a foreigner because you don't know where you're going. And if you don't, even if you had if you have a rental car, fine, you can use the maps on your own. But you call an Uber, what they call Olendo here, and then even if they get to where you are after you direct them, you still need to direct them to where you're going. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense at all. I don't, and the map is right there. I understand if you want to say, okay, no, I don't want to be looking at it and driving. But the same way you call before driving to find out where I am, look at the map before you start driving and you get an idea. Then if you're lost, you pull over and you check. That's what the map is for. That's my biggest thing. Oh, that's a lie. Number 2 is the biggest thing. Load shedding. Listen, sometimes electricity can go away when you're home as well, like back home, but it's in cases maybe there was a hurricane, a storm, and I don't know, something happened to one of the poles or something. But here, when I just came, like electricity would go away like, okay, say I'd go for work. By the time I get back home at 6, it's gone till around like 11, or sometimes but it just has to go away every day. So just imagine it's summer, you're on school break and you're home and and it's not like you you have family and friends around, that thing it can drive you nuts. But thank God I've been busy at work and stuff, so it doesn't really bother me. And a little birdie told me, like, because of elections now, yeah, that it's cooled down. I can't tell when last I've been without electricity. I won't say too much because I'm on visa. I ain't got a passport and I need to be here. Okay, so whatever it is about election, let it be. I don't care. Just let the electricity stay. I'm cool. Number 3. So this one, I actually asked my friend like a few minutes ago, what's her biggest con living in Africa? Or Lusaka in general, because she's from Zimbabwe. And she said poor customer service. No. At first I was like, really? But I don't experience that. And then I noticed why. I never experienced that. So first of all, in Kenya, people always make memes about these M-Pesa ladies. I think when they go for their job interviews, they're like, show me how mean you can be. You're hired. Show me your stinkest face. You're hired. You go into that shop and they'll be like, yes. I don't know, like those ladies have a reputation and it's just bad. And then my second bad experience actually was at the airport when I was leaving Kenya to come to Zambia. If you guys haven't seen that vlog, go and watch. I told my story. Corruption. But why I was a bit hesitant with this third one is because I realized once they find that you're a foreigner, oh my God, best customer service in life. I had to get some PIN thing, some tax registration thing, and I was a bit lost. I was at the door. I don't know who the guy was, but he worked there, and he realized I'm not Zambian. Then he was like, come, let's go. And you know, government places, the lines are long. And the guy just took me straight to the front. And I could hear people were very angry, you know, behind me. And I felt bad, but I really needed to get it done. Don't be like me. Like, if you know something is not right, don't do it. But, yeah. So, yeah, poor customer service. Number 4. These stoplights. Or what do they call them? Oh my God, I forgot. Robots. They call them robots. The traffic lights, stoplights, whatever. Number 1, they stop working if the rain falls. Number 2, some of them don't even work. Public transportation. So someone commented asking for differences with here and back home. Number 1, back home for me, well, I've left a long time ago. I don't know if things are the same. But, you know, whenever I'd be taking public transport, I was always told, don't take these taxis, take the buses. You know, they're safer. Taxis back home are a bit more reckless, I think. Yeah. But here, the taxis are safer. These buses, I remember last January when I was coming from the airport when I landed in Kenya. And traffic is another thing. It's crazy. So you know what they do? They make their own lane. So where people should be walking, they just drive there. No matter how tilted, they don't care if it's going to turn over, they go. There's no way they make their own way. Also, what you call it? Two-way? I'm not a driver. This thing, right? So you're supposed to be going this way, but you're in traffic. This lane is clear. They don't care. They don't know, even if it's a corner, what cars are coming this direction. They just go this way. It's just so reckless. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's not comfortable. Oh my God. Okay, in Kenya, I never really had a problem with the buses. But in Zambia, first of all, guys, I'm 6'2". So even if I'm sitting at not the front, but the first row behind the driver, like I'm sitting here and my head is literally on the ceiling of the bus, and all I can think of is like, don't crash, don't flip, because I'm going to be the first to die. That's all I think about. It really scares me, as well as you know that seat that has to be flipped for people to pass. If you're sitting in between that and the one to the corner, you're literally sitting on just iron. Like back home, at least they put a little cushion or something there. Here, there is nothing. There's nothing to sit on. It's uncomfortable, y'all. It's apparently they say all experts, like once you're a foreigner and you come to the continent, you get malaria. I haven't gotten it. Supposedly I have sickle cell trait, so I have not gotten malaria, and I've been here for over a year, so I guess that's a good thing. But if you're more than likely, most people don't have the trait, then yeah, you gonna get malaria. So get ready. So you have to make sure you're sleeping with your nets and blah 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 blah. Next one is this thing of Airtel money, whatever money on your phone. To me, it does not really make sense. It might make sense where you need to send money to someone, but to me, it's the same like having to send to someone's bank card. For me, it would make sense if I could, after going to like a shop or a restaurant, I can choose to pay with the Airtel money. Then it would make sense. But what's the sense of having the money on your phone? You have to leave the restaurant to go to an Airtel booth or whatever type of booth to withdraw your money. To me, it doesn't really make sense. So it's not convenient. After taking a taxi and they don't have cash, they're offering to send me by Airtel money. But when I want to send them by Airtel money, they don't want. That irritates me. The next one would have to be the slow internet. Well, I mean, there are different ones you can buy, but I've experienced them all and they seem the same to me. Like, since I've been here uploading a video, like, guys, even right now, I'm recording like at 1, and I don't get to upload till maybe midnight or 1 a.m. Even if the video is just 10 minutes long, it's gonna take me like 10 hours to upload it. It's slow. And then, when it rains, it's worse. The rain and internet, they don't go well together. So like, even though the weather is bad, I'm gonna need to upload this before it starts raining. Okay, because it will all go downhill from there. The next one I have to say is you don't really get much money here for your pay. But then it also depends, because if you were born here, you started working here, you're living here, it's fine, because the cost of living is not as expensive. As in, if I was to get the same amount here and then be living in Jamaica, it wouldn't make any sense. But living here, it's fine. But if you're a foreigner deciding to come here to work with the aim of saving, wouldn't really make sense, because when you bring that money elsewhere, it's not really much. But if you're living here, it's fine. So yeah, that would be a con for just foreigners. The next one, guys, I've experienced is the bribery. With these like corruption to the T. Like, I think you can pay to get out of any mess here in this country. But I know corruption is everywhere, but it's like these people are tag teaming, yo. Like the day it happened to us, it was 3 of us in the car. It's like a team. So even after she got the money, she went and yeah, it makes you not really feel safe, because you're thinking like, oh, for a crime or any other thing done that's more grave, more serious, maybe the person who should be at fault, they won't get punished because they can just pay them off. I know it's everywhere, but I think because I've only experienced it firsthand here, I had to keep it on my list, because what I saw was like a whole movie, y'all. Like, I should do a story time on it. That lady, and then even when we were giving her them, okay, we should be at fault too, because it can't happen with just one party. Like, someone had to pay them, but if we weren't giving her the money, she was like, put it down. No, sir. You girl, I must talk about the conductors. This one is the same for Jamaica, but for me, I don't know why, but it never happened to me. It only happened to me in Kenya and Zambia. Y'all, listen. You will have 2 buses and the conductors are fighting over you. You don't know where your bag went. You probably like board this bus and find that your bag is in the other bus. Let me choose. I can see which bus I want to sit in. Like, y'all are aggressive. Sister. Sisters, what? Like, Lord, I know y'all are hustlers, but it's not okay. And not everybody likes to be touched, especially during this COVID period. Oh my gosh, I remember whenever I'd be passing through a market in Nairobi, like they're selling clothes or whatever. Sister, and they're yanking you here. It's like it's forced. They're forcing you to go look at their stuff. It's not okay. And it was during the peak of COVID time there, and I was like, I have corona, and they were like, it's okay, mommy, give it to me. I want it from you. I had something on my list about Zambian men. Maybe I should leave it for a story time. But I mean, Zambian men are good looking. I must give you that. Like, Zambian men are some. I don't know. But my housemate is also not Zambian, and we share the same sentiments because, guys, I don't know, talk to your friends. Then something is just off. That needs to be a story time, but Lord, guys, don't do drugs. Don't tell lies. Don't steal people's pictures and go around saying you're dating them. Don't take a girl out for lunch once and then think she's yours. Don't stalk women. I end my case. I rest my case. Moving on. About addresses. You don't really, for some places, don't really have like a set, how do I say? Like, back home, you have a certain way of writing the addresses, right? Here, it wouldn't even make much sense. You just put where you are, literally, and the city and the country. So it's a bit hard trying to get to places. So if I don't know where to go, your friend would just say, meet me by the container that has this written on it, or this building that says. That's a bit iffy. Like, most places don't have a street name. Yeah, even on the maps it will say unnamed street. I don't know. I think these are just easy things that can be fixed. In my previous video about the pros, I also said most of my cons may not really be cons because you can get business ideas from them. I don't wear makeup, but I have friends who cannot find their shade. Black. We're in Africa and you can't find the right tone for black people. I just don't have the time for this. But like, that's something to like dive into. Like, it's Africa, and black people are walking around with foundation 3 times lighter than their skin tone because they can't find their own. Even for here, you heard just recently I found a good salon, but so many did not do that. They will tell you, no, I don't do natural hair. I can give you braids though. I can wash your wig. Natural hair stylist, come on. And I did find one, but it's so few that it's far from me. I mean, these are things I would expect to be here. So that just shows me, like, I don't know. What are we doing? We need to do better in that aspect. The last two. One is the bipolar weather. Guys, it can be so hot. When I say hot, I mean headache hot, don't want to go anywhere hot. Sometimes it can be cool and okay, but then it can rain. And when it even just a little rain, guys, and it's flooded. I think I recorded sometime back when I was coming from work, and I could not leave the hospital because it was just an ocean. Everywhere I looked was an ocean, but people were just walking through it, and I'm like, I cannot do that, because even just the bush touch my skin, I will look like I'm having some illness or something. So I could not walk in the dirty water. I had to just walk my bum back to work and then wait for someone who could drive me past. So the last one, and I forgot it. it. Oh my guys, I made a TikTok video on this, and apparently I'm not the only one. Supermarket scam. I'm particularly talking about my own experience, so shop right. Oh my god, I just remembered another. Okay, I'll leave that for last. Supermarket scam. Guys, I bought a tray of eggs at the supermarket. I was transferring them one day, and I noticed some were just too light. Actually, just found one. I'm like, you know what? Cool, it's okay. I found another one, and then when you look, like, they're packed so perfectly. If it was to crack, it would crack from the top because that's the part that had no covering. How are they nicely botched out from the bottom? They don't smell and they are clean. My housemate also posted a video with her. There was that yogurt empty, packed and empty. The bathroom cleaner was half. Like, what's happening? What? Seriously, people, like that, just, it's too much. That is too much. I've heard of people who brought theirs back, but I don't know. I thought it was just something that had my bad luck and I threw mine away. But next time if it happens, I'm going to even film and I'm going to take it back. And I need back my eggs. One egg is too kwacha. Guys, please be serious. The one I just remembered is what I hate. Say, for example, when living in Kenya, and it's the same here. It doesn't matter even if you lived in just in an apartment for just a month. When you're leaving, they take from your deposit a certain amount to have the house repainted. What could I have done? I mean, if it's necessary, I'll understand. But someone who just stayed there for a month, why would you need to repaint? You're stealing. It's not right. That I hate. That's the whole con. Back home, that doesn't happen. And I've been living in rental homes back home as well. So I've never seen that happen. It's gonna rain. I've never seen that happen. I don't know if it happens, you can let me know. But from my knowledge, that's only happening on the continent. And it's not right. Take it from my deposit to pay the house that I stayed in for 1 month? What did I do? First of all, I literally only furnished my bedroom. I'm only in the bedroom, the kitchen, my bathroom. And you want to repaint the house. Which, when I got the house, it was not freshly painted. Which means you also took money from that person and didn't repaint. So you're only taking my money to go and eat on Hungry Lion or go to Quick Mart or do your own business. Not to actually do what you say you're going to do. And it's not okay. I actually now think my cons outweighed the pros. But at least my cons are small stuff that can be fixed. It's not something to say, oh, I hate being here. Where I'm from is better. No, I'm not saying any of that at all. So, you guys asked for the video. So, I hope you do like it. And you take it with a light heart. Nobody is throwing any hate or anything. And I'm sure these are things you guys can agree on too. So, let's be honest. If there's anything you do disagree on, just let me know in the comments and we can talk about it. Okay, thank you guys for supporting me once again. I'm gonna try and upload more often. I'm not making any promises because, as you know, my schedule is very busy. Bosses, please. But I'm going to try because we need to hit those 4,000 watch hours. We're now at like 3,000. But what? And remember, if there's anything you know that can help out my skin, please, my skin needs their help. Okay, guys, bye. Thank you for watching. I love you guys so much. Stay tuned for more. Stay safe.